I'm the Reverend Dr. Cheryl Gaver, Presbyterian minister of 3 congregations in Eastern Ontario, and thank you for joining for this little unusual type of Bible study. Most Bible studies, focus on books of the Bible or themes of the Bible. So, for example, we did a study on Jesus' parables earlier this year. Other studies might focus on something on Christianity or some other type of theme, like prayer or angels. Or, and we did this in the fall, was why do we have so many denominations? Today's Bible study is quite different, however. We're looking at questions that you might have, questions you may always have had, but you've never been able to explore, or you never had the courage to ask because you thought they were so stupid. So some of the questions that we're going to be looking at. Next week, we're going to look at what do we mean when we say the Bible is the inspired Word of God. What does that mean? What is the range of meanings? How do we interpret it? Another time, we'll look at contradictions in the Bible. Do they exist? Why do they exist? Okay, now you know the answer. And then, of course, the key question that stops a lot of people is, if we're all descended from Adam and Eve, and they had 3 sons, Cain, Abel, and Seth, where did Mrs. Cain come from? Because the Bible tells us that Cain got married. So where did this woman come from? Now, why are we having this kind of study where you can submit your own questions and hopefully can get into some kind of dialogue at some point? Well, there were 2 things. The first one happened years ago when I was in college and I was studying French literature. And I fell in love with the French philosopher Voltaire. But he was someone who'd lost his faith. There was an earthquake in Lisbon in 1755. It was a massive earthquake, and it destroyed the whole city, followed by a tsunami, followed by fires. And what Voltaire couldn't wrap his head around was this earthquake destroyed a prison. All the prisoners were able to escape. It destroyed schools, and children were killed. And for Voltaire, it was simple. How could a God of love free killers and kill innocent children? And after that, he just could not believe in a personal God of love. He still believed in God, but God went away a long time ago. Once the question was asked, though, I had to struggle with it, because it really is the question of why do good things happen? Why do bad things happen to good people? It's that question of good and evil. And thankfully, my faith came through intact. As I was trying to figure out what kind of Bible study might be useful online, and how could I do it and keep it short. And then I stumbled across a video from a video clip from West Wing, and in it, President Bartlett, who was finished as president, there was another election coming up, and it would be between Vinnick and Santos, and Vinnick was the Republican candidate, and Vinnick and Bartlett were eating together over the kitchen counter in the White House, I presume, ice cream, and they were talking religion. And Vinnick said that he'd grown up, he was an altar boy, the Bible had been really important to him, and his wife had gotten him a 17th century Bible, and it's the most precious thing, and he opened it up carefully, and he's flipping the pages over, and he's reading. And the more he reads, the more he realizes he can't accept it. Where the Bible commands us to kill someone who breaks the Sabbath or kill someone for committing adultery, but never condemns slavery. And at the end, he became an atheist. And I realized we need a space to ask those questions, those types of questions. We need a space to explore them. And that's what led to this Bible study. Now, a warning, okay? This is a study to help you in your faith journey. I am a Christian, I'm a Presbyterian minister, and I won't always give you a Presbyterian answer. I'll give you a range of answers. I'm not out to steal someone from one denomination to another, or even from one religion to another. But I am out to help people searching. If you're out to disprove the Bible or try to convince someone God doesn't exist, this isn't the place for you. And I won't be spending time online dealing with those questions, because there's an argument that social media can't handle. If you're struggling with faith, if you have questions, please ask. Once again, I'm the Reverend Dr. Cheryl Gaver, and thank you for joining me in this Puzzles in Faith. Have a good day. Take care.